years now. And I've had the real privilege and honor of representing Coast to Coast here for those 8 years. We were talking about this morning because the first year we're coming up, and Jeff was with us that year, and he was supposed to come up and say a few words. And in typical Jeff fashion, I was driving up as we came over the top of that hill. Jeff called and said, "I'm not going to make it. Do you mind saying a few words instead?" "Sure, Jeff. We can do that." And I said I've had that pleasure every year since. This is just such a special place to us. Ken touched upon it over there. It's the absolutely perfect place for a group like this to now reflect on those days that are behind us and what's in front of us and the reason that we're out here. This is where it all comes home. And the fact that we think fate has played a bit of a hand in this, of all the places that Terry Fox could have pulled off the road, it's right here, down there, overlooking this place, pretty much exactly halfway across the country. So for people like us, there's just no more perfect place to stop and do that reflection. And this place is so perfectly Canadian in that there's no fireworks, and it's just very simple and very pure. And it's just a very, very special place for all of us at New Foundation. And we're just so happy that you're all here to experience it with us. And that's all I would have to say. I'm going to turn it to Taylor. She's going to speak with me. And this group this year is so rich, and really, to me, it's such a bonus that we're so rich with the experiences from the people that they can share with us these journeys and help us as we try to be part of it and help other families. So, Taylor's going to speak for me.
So I did this dedication in 2013 as well. And that year I dedicated it to my friend Taylor, who has since died. And I think today when I woke up and it was raining, I was like, how fitting, because that's exactly what happened in 2013 on this day. And in 2013 on this day, when we got up here, it got hot and sunny again. And I don't think there's any coincidence in that. And so Gary's dad had said to me when we were out in BC, he's like, that day you guys ride out, you look for a butterfly. And I saw one today. And he told me that that's monumental of his son. And I think that's so fitting, because since I was a kid, at times remember, butterflies always represented those who had passed away. And I think sometimes in this journey, we fixate a lot on the bad, but there's so much good that can come from cancer. And I love reading Terry's blog, or I guess what we would call blog, his journal. And so I just wanted to share my favorite part with you. So September 1st, 5,373 kilometers, Thunder Bay, Ontario, 1980. People are still lining the road saying to me, keep going, don't give up, you can do it, you can make it, we're all behind you. Well, you don't hear that. It goes in one ear and out the other, for me anyways. There was a camera crew waiting for me at the 3/4 mile point to film me. I don't think they even realized that they filmed my last mile. People were saying, you can still make it, Terry. I started to think about the comments in that mile too. Yeah, I thought this might be my last one. And this monument right here is actually a picture from his last mile. And if you look really closely, there's tears streaming down his face. And I met the artist who did this, and he said, I don't know if it was tears of pain or sadness or joy for what he had accomplished, because at this point, that year he'd raised $22 million. And so at the press conference that same day, he said, that's the thing about cancer. I'm not the only one. It happens to people all the time. I'm not special. It just intensifies what I did, gives it more meaning, and it'll inspire more people. I just wish people would realize that anything is possible if you try. When I started this run, I said that if we gave $1, we'd have $22 million for cancer research. And I don't care. Man, there's no reason that isn't possible. No reason at all. And Terry's dad shared with us that they're at $700 million, and he hopes by the time they die that they are at $1 billion, and that would be really cool. And he also told us that Terry's #1 reason for starting this ride was seeing the kids battling cancer in the same ward as him, and I think that's really special. And what we're doing as a group is really, really defining of you guys' character, and I really appreciate it, and so do a lot of the kids. And whether your loved ones are here with us or not physically, I totally know they're here today. But I wanted to share a poem with you, and maybe you'll take it with a grain of salt. So it's called The Dash by Linda Ellis. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from beginning to the end. He noted first came the date of the birth and spoke the following date with tears. But what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that they spent alive on earth, and now only those who love them know what that little line was worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters most is how we loved and lived and how we spent our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what is true and real, and always try to understand the way other people feel, and be less quick to anger and show more appreciation and more love to the people in our lives who we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash may only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud about the things they say about how you spent your dash? And I think that's really fitting with this community, and you guys' dash is pretty special already if you're on this ride. So I just really wanted to think about those kids that are, haven't been diagnosed or are still battling, because Terry was on the Marathon of Hope, and we're going to be arriving in Marathon tonight, and so just keep those kids in mind too, because yeah, they matter, and what we are doing still matters to them. So thank you for coming to spend your time, because that guy's pretty cool, and they paid for my nursing degree, Terry Fox. So yeah, I really appreciate what he's done.
Let's just have a big clap.